Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we have a little bit of a chicken update here. Very sadly and much to my disappointment here, we lost one of the Plymouth Rocks due to Mycoplasma gallicepticus. I'm probably saying that wrong, but we had an upper respiratory issue go through the flock here. That started with actually the Serama and the Silver Phoenix that I got. They came from a larger home of a ton of birds, peacocks, geese, wild ducks, regular ducks. I mean, every sort of bird that you could imagine. And they brought that disease over, that bacteria over. I do actually have a vet appointment to get some Tylosil for these birds to put it, Tylen soluble, actually, which is made with Tylosil, to put in their drinking water so they don't have any issues going forward. We did have some other effects here on the birds. This white and black Polish hen was hit, and our rooster was hit pretty hard, along with the two other Plymouth Rock hens over there were hit pretty hard with the disease, the virus, the upper respiratory issue that the birds were having. So I'm really not happy about it here. It's a bummer. I hate to see those Plymouth Rocks die because those are my first birds ever. I don't want to see them die. Now, the one Plymouth Rock that we've been quarantining over there, and before everybody jumps on my case here, all these birds, when they were sick, were living together prior to quarantine of the Plymouth Rocks. So we put those back in there. The one Plymouth Rock we've tried to get her to drink. We've tried to get her to eat. She just won't do it. So we were hoping that by putting her in with her mates here and her rooster mate, that maybe she would figure out how to eat and drink a little bit more. But you could see here, I mean, they're still sickly. They are still sickly, along with the rooster too. That white on there, he pooped. That's not great. I'm sorry. Rooster fornication caught on video. Oh my goodness, I have no words after that. But you can see, I mean, she jumped in and she's feeling at home. Her eye is opening up a little bit more now, which is good. So honestly, it seems like everybody is on the upswing right now with the virus that's running through. But I have to take one of these birds to the vet clinic, which the only vet clinic that deals with birds close to this tech area is an hour away. So I need to get some of that Tylen soluble so I could put in their water in order, for that bacteria to essentially dissipate in the flock, because I don't want my new birds to get sick. I don't want, especially these beautiful silkies here, I don't want them to have any issue breathing or any issue spreading it to the other flock. Now, one thing that I have to note, which is amazing, this fence here, and all this is the fence, has protected these roosters from disease. And I am going to put some Tylen in their water as well, because I feel like it's pertinent. We could be carrying this around on our clothes, especially if we pick them up, or they, all it takes is one bird to bring over a piece of food and drop it close to the edge, and that rooster can go over, eat it, and then it's spread by transmission of mucus or spit, saliva, anything like that. So I figured it's good. We got a vet visit on Wednesday to see what the heck is going on here. I'm really, really, really bummed out that I wasn't able to get them in sooner, because I just hate to see animals die. It's not fun. It's definitely not fun. So this hen over here is the most sick one now after the other one passed away. And you could see her eye is slightly open. Right there it's closed. It has been a little bit more open. She just needs to learn again how to eat and drink, because she can't be laboring her breathing like that. It's just not okay. I'm just hoping she can make it through the night. I think what we're going to do here, this is Elvis. He's a Silkie. And I said he. That's right. He gets along. But I think what we're going to do is see this. Whoa, idiot. The rooster, I'm telling you, is a dumb bird. So we've got a rooster and a Polish hen in there right now. And for whatever reason, the Polish hens love that cage. Now, he's even drinking the water, which is probably the worst thing that could ever happen because there's so much stuff in there from the sick birds. But it's too late now. So I don't know if we're going to quarantine her anymore because she's already been around this flock. I just couldn't wait any longer. But these two Polish hens or these two Plymouth Rocks and the Polish hen behind her, they can eat and drink food, which is really good. So they're able to actually kind of scavenge for food a little bit and eat and drink. So they're getting their nutrients. I've been using VetRx and I've been using Stress Relief 911 as much as I can with these birds. And I've been making sure to keep their pen clean and their water and food plentiful. Now, I have been using a poultry booster in their food along with the Nutrina egg layer soy-free food for these birds. And it seems to be working. You know, everybody seems to be healthy. This is just like a cold or a flu that we get. It affects each bird different. Some of these birds are barely affected. Some of them are affected pretty heavily. But as of right now, it seems like we're all on the upswing and everybody's getting better. But again, I do want to go to the vet just to make sure that, you know, we get the medicine we need in order to take care of these hens here. I just don't want to see my flock. You know, it could be everything is good today, but tomorrow everything could be 100 times worse. It's just how bird keeping goes. You just don't know. These are small animals. They're not like us. They're not like humans where we're resilient. These birds are resilient, but they're not a large animal. They can't battle off anything like we can. So I did, for the first time today, free range these birds. And for the most part, everybody stayed basically right around. You can see where their feathers are and stuff. Everybody stayed right around the enclosure. Nobody really went any further out than maybe, I don't know, 10 yards away. Everybody stayed really close to the enclosure. So they know where their home is. They like their home clearly. And most of the time I had this door open, everybody just stayed inside, which is cool. They know where their home is, and they're probably always going to come home if for some reason, you know, that door stays open and whatever happens, but that probably won't happen. Now, these roosters, on the other hand, if I were to let these roosters out, which I haven't yet, and I don't know if I will yet this year, they could go literally any place on the golf course, I have a feeling. These are some wild breed roosters here, but they're doing good as well. You know, they're happy, they're healthy, they get a large run. We did expand this run quite a bit for the birds, and they seem to really enjoy that extra area there to kind of roam around and run around in. But these birds here, we did have an issue with them battling each other. That issue has seemed to oh gosh, I can't even talk. That issue has seemed to pass over, and everybody is getting along. Of course, you've got the main dog right there. He is the main boy. And then you've got his two little henchmen right there. But everybody's getting along. That rooster was a rooster that got beat up on pretty bad. I did spray some skin relief on that rooster, and you could see they're battling right there. And he healed up pretty good. So everybody's, you know, living pretty well. These are still cockerels, so they have a little bit left to grow and to kind of mature as well, if you can call it that. But their setup is pretty sweet. These guys have a ton of room. It's exceptionally warm inside of their hut, and they have a ton of room in here, and it's actually pretty dang warm. So they're living the high life in their little hut here. Eventually I may change this. I may turn this to have it face down here so it's a little bit warmer, but for the most part, they're enjoying life, and they're loving the coop life here. They just love to jump on anything they can. They will chase me around occasionally too, just like that one. He was coming after me. Watch this. Yep. They're coming after me. I want to see him actually. I want to try to egg him on a little bit. I want to see if he actually comes after me or not. Look at it. He's strutting his stuff. This little rooster is. Yeah, you're a fighter, aren't you? Now watch. Yep, they come chasing after me. They're like a little pack of velociraptors. Oh, it's so funny. This rooster over here, part of this same batch here of 4 that we got at the beginning. He's very tame. He's very timid. Very good rooster, I would have to say. Does his roostering job very well. He was very lonely when our 4 Plymouth Rocks were in quarantine. He really was. So I feel pretty bad for him, but his poop's getting back to normal here, and he is essentially getting back to normal. He was pretty lethargic a few days ago, but now he's living his life. Just really hoping that hen can pull through. I really am. I feel just terrible for her. But we'll see what Dad does tonight. I'm not totally sure if he is going to keep her in that little cage or put her in the coop. You could see these birds here are just, I don't know, they like that. All of them love that area, probably for the warmth and the shelter. Eventually what I want to do here is get another, not necessarily a pen like this. If I do, it'll probably be just a little one stall pen and put that over here. But what I'd like to do is get another enclosure and make it just a silky enclosure. I think that would be sweet. I want to get some silkies and try to grow those as well. There's definitely plenty of room here, especially with the sacrifice of the one hen. I have got 11 birds now on this side, which there's more than enough room over here for more birds if they want it. So with that being said, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Like and subscribe. Take care, guys.